edition of Double Coverage with the McCourty Twins. For you guys that are joining us for the first time, make sure you go get the FanCred app. You'll get a chance to come on here, be face-to-face with us, ask whatever question you want. You just got to download that FanCred app, sign up. Once you sign up, there'll be an on-air section on the FanCred app. You'll see Double Coverage with the McCourty Twins. Go ahead and press that green button to get in line, and then you'll have a chance to come on and chat with me and Devin. For you guys that haven't been following us, our Double Coverage podcast, you can find it on YouTube, iTunes. All you got to do is search Double Coverage with the McCourty Twins and make sure you hit that subscribe button. So,
can you hear my house?
Yeah, Mother's Day edition.
It's 8 p.m. in my house. Mother's Day is over for the kids.
Nah, mothers aren't supposed to be doing work on Mother's Day. This is a bad job by me and you.
I do work on Father's Day all the time.
Nah, Father's Day, I tell Melissa I'm done.
It's a celebration of what you do as a father. You should do what you do as a father.
And I get to choose how I want to celebrate it, and I choose not to be around them loud kids on Father's Day.
That's weak. That's weak.
Speaking of Mother's Day, we have a special guest for Mother's Day. So we're going to bring our special guest Ray on, maybe ask her her fondest Mother's Day memory. I see you looking behind you.
It looks like we have another special guest walking through.
You might have a creeper.
Walking.
Mama is in the building.
Oh, hello.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got another
Happy Mother's Day.
Another generation. Bray, get out of here, man. We don't want to see you.
He wants to see Bobo. Bobo went to sleep, buddy.
Bo is my mom's dog that Dev's son Braden is in love with. And
where is Bobo?
Speaking
Bobo's asleep.
Help her up.
Speaking of Mother's Day, fondest Mother's Day memory for you as you look back over the years of your three sons, now all adults and all bald.
Hey, I was thinking of last night when you and Devin sang Mama.
A song for Mama about admit. We crushed that. I made my kids listen to that this morning. They need to get that culture about them. That is what we listen to on Mother's Day.
Those kids.
I can sing, so they enjoyed it.
So you better years.
Yeah. I practice. Do you got your wine for Mother's Day?
I have my wine.
There we go. You see where they get it from.
You don't have your wine?
I have.
Big pour.
Okay, J Mac.
Big pour.
A lot of people are saying Happy Mother's Day to you, Mama Matt.
Tell them all say thank you.
She says thank you to Trisha, Crystal. We got Robin in here.
Now, how did you spend your Mother's Day this year? Being Corona is taking over and there's a pandemic going on. How did you spend your Mother's Day?
Well, you guys time and we all time to give us with the grandkids running around and the significant others. It was good.
There we go. Mother's Day.
Good.
Mother's Day 2020. You got to get on the group FaceTime. It's a virtual holiday nowadays, so you got to
put jeans on him forever. That was just to go pick up our takeout. I just wanted to get into Mother's Day. I wanted my wife to look at me and say, "Dang, he looks presentable."
And then it was a lot of your friends of the year got to know. They texted me Happy Mother's Day. It was really nice.
That's awesome, man. Now you get to enjoy your favorite son host a show with the other guy.
Will you be watching Michael Jordan tonight, The Last Dance?
I don't think.
No.
The only person in America not watching The Last Dance. Mom.
I know. Told 7 million people are watching.
So let's go. But now you got to start from the beginning. You can't just jump in. It's like episode 7 and 8.
I'm not 7.
That's sad. That's sad.
It's It's true. I know it was a really great baseball, but
Now there are a lot of moms out there. What would be your one piece of advice? Our mom raised Devin and myself, and we have an older brother who's 16 years older than us, and a single mom. She raised us. So, what would be one piece of advice you would give to moms out there, new moms who may be celebrating their first Mother's Day?
I think just enjoy the day, and I believe Mother's Day is every day, because you don't get the day off. So enjoy it. Let everybody take care of you for one day. And if they're not enough, have a significant, let him do it. If not, just have a good time with your kids. If they're all.
There you go.
The GOAT has spoken.
The goat of time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're going to let you enjoy your night. We're not going to take up too much of your time. You enjoy your wine, enjoy the show, and have a great night. We'll be talking to you throughout the night anyway.
I absolutely.
Nice.
Appreciate you. Wine on down.
Facebook is lively. Our country homie from Tennessee, a niece, she said Happy Mother's Day to Mama Matt. A niece is in the building. Somebody said you raised them well. I think they meant that you raised me well.
I don't know about that. But like you said, like Mommy said, Mother's Day, a day to celebrate the moms. I told my wife she doesn't get the appreciation she deserves. Moms do so much. So today we woke up this morning. I actually got some donuts for her. We actually performed our first ever.
She's a big donut fan, right?
Yeah. But forget about that. We performed our first ever McCourty family Mother's Day concert. Me and the kids, I posted on Instagram. Go to Instagram at McCourty Twins. You'll see myself and my 3 kids. We serenade. We just sang to her, made her feel special.
Is this going to be an annual thing, like every year?
We got to see. We got to see what songs we can pull together. But the kids showed up. My son is the shyest of the bunch, and he sang his little butt off. Now, none of us probably are vocally talented, but
you're all vocally challenged.
You never know. You never know what people are hearing. They may be hearing some good notes.
Only one of you can dance, and that's Kai Kai. The rest of y'all, oof.
We're gonna move right along from you. We got Kim from Dorchester coming up next on the fan line, and you guys stay tuned. We got former Patriot Logan Ryan coming to join us tonight too. So gonna be a fun night with our fellow Rutgers alum Logan. Right now we got Kim. How you doing, Kim?
Hi. How you guys doing? Well, my name is Kim. I'm from Dorchester, and I am a diehard Patriots fan. I've been a Patriots fan since 1980, and plus my dad, which is, God rest his soul, but he's been a Patriots fan for a long time. So he used to tell me stories. I used to went to the games. But I just want to ask you one question. I always figure out, like, when you guys play a game, like, who pick and choose the team that you guys play?
First, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day. Sorry.
And, the NFL makes a schedule, so it's always broken down. In our division, we play each team twice. Then we'll play an NFC division. This year is the NFC West, and then we play the AFC West. And then they choose when those games happen, when and where. No control by us.
Yeah. So, like you said, you play your division twice, and then you play one whole AFC division, and then the other AFC divisions that you don't play, whichever rank you finish. Like we finished first in the AFC East, so we play the first ranked teams in the other AFC division. So, yeah, all of this already. Like as soon as the season ends last year, you know exactly who your opponents are, and then when the schedule comes out, you find out when you play each of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what I just wanted to figure out, because I always, like I said, when I see you guys play, and I'm like, okay, I'm just asking questions like who pick and choose and stuff. So now I get it. So but thank you guys, and you guys enjoy your Mother's Day weekend, and tell your wifey Happy Mother's Day.
Well, thank you.
Have a good one.
Yep. You take it easy. Bye.
Well, our guy Logan, he's already backstage. He's next.
He's from Rutgers, man. We're on time. Always on
gonna waste time. He done got the link, the Google Chrome. He done figured it all out. So we're gonna bring Logan on, bring him right in.
You know, when we trained, he was the prime example. He always did it right. That was prime example.
And look, my guy got dreads. Look at all the hair. What's up,
Yo.
Logan?
You did that on purpose, bro. Came on a show with two bald dudes with as much hair as you've ever had.
That's what happens when you're growing it out, man. When you're not stressed like you guys, the beard grows, the hair grows, dread up a little bit. So I'm playing safe. I'm quarantined, no haircuts.
Man, what's that? That's your backsplash back there? That
I'm in the basement. Yeah, I had to get away from them kids. I'm in the basement, man. Mother's Day, I've been cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner, grilling wings for dinner. So I had to take a little time and go in the basement and get right with you guys.
Oh, wives been loving this quarantine, boy. I feel like I'm home all the time, washing dishes, get the dishwasher going at night, take it out in the morning. I feel like I'm fully domesticated.
Oh, I actually had breakfast in bed this morning, so it was my daughter's idea. So we pulled it off. So she's living good today, and I know she's tuning in upstairs. But you know, I got my mug with me. You know, so you know, all infinity stones right there.
Hey, there you go, bro. Wind down the weekend, man.
It's a little stronger than wine. You know, I got a 4 and 2-year-old. It's a little stronger than wine. Man. This is Sunday nights when the last dance is on. I have something a little stronger than wine for sure.
You doing it the right way.
Now, Lord,
I learned from y'all too. I learned from him. I learned from Dev. So
I believe that.
I see him dancing on tables before. We won't even talk about it. His family pass.
When that Beyonce hit, man, that Beyonce hit different with
The Beyonce concert. Yeah, that was I don't know what he was thinking on that one. That's a story to tell for sure.
How has COVID-19 affected you and the fam? How have you guys been?
Man, we've been good, honestly. Like, you know how it is, this OTA time, some guys don't even go anymore. So it's actually a good time of the year, kind of get away from it a little bit, do your training, do what you got to do. But, you know, I got a 2-year-old son, so to be home every day and see him, you know, grow up every single day, as opposed to my daughter where, you know, you're coming home at nights during the season, you see them right around bedtime, and they're doing so many things, and you feel like you're missing it. You're not on the road, you know, you're on the road. So it's kind of cool having that experience with him and my daughter as well, teaching her how to ride a bike, no training wheels. She's competitive like me. She gets frustrated throwing the bike and everything. But, you know, able to do them things, man. You know, Tennessee, the weather's not so bad right now. So we're out in the pool, and we're doing whatever we can to keep these kids entertained.
We definitely
here right now.
know the struggle.
There she go. Look at her.
Look at that.
No,
Come on, man. Run your house, man.
Come on, man. I thought this is a professional podcast, man.
You got kids.
Y'all have me download a Google Chrome link, do this, do that. This is a professional podcast. Amateur.
Go with mommy. Daddy's working. Daddy's working.
Now, on your way out of Nashville, you donated $26,000 to Animal Rescue. What does that mean for you?
Yeah, man. You know, I started my foundation, the Ryan Animal Rescue Foundation down here. And you guys know of me and Ashley. My wife worked in animal welfare. She was an animal trainer. And we're really about it. And it started in New England, kind of going and hanging out with the animals, get them adopted. And we kind of blossomed it in Nashville, and it took off. And we had so much support. We raised a ton of money. We had a great charity event last year that raised a ton of money that we're giving back community. And I think about Nashville's had a rough – I mean, everyone had a rough time, but Nashville had those tornadoes come through. And then, obviously, COVID-19 has a lot of people looking for help and shifted all our lives tremendously. And then we just had a couple storms last week that knocked out people's power for 48 hours and stuff like that. So it's been a tough time. And I figured just because whatever's happened with me in my playing career, that it's a place I love. Bought a house here, and I was going to give back to that community and give back the best way I could. So I think that donation was the best thing to do on the way out. And I'll continue to help in this area for sure.
Yeah, I'm sick, man. I'm in Jersey. I got my Logan Ryan rescue shirt up in Foxborough.
Yeah, see?
I wanted to put it on, but I didn't have it, man.
Yeah, man.
So,
you know, if I come out with another shirt, I know y'all support. I gave you that one for free. So did you buy that one or give you it for free?
bro, I bought mine and some extra, man.
Oh, you did. I think I gave Duran for free. So I think I gave Duran a free one.
I didn't do it for you, though. I did it for Ash. I know she was backbone.
That is true. But, yeah, we're going to come out with more of them, man. I like my face on the shirts, man. I got a pretty smile, so I'll make sure I can throw in some more shirts.
Man, let's talk about your season a little bit, man. 113 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 4 interceptions, and 18 passes defense. What was clicking right for you and the entire Titans defense this year that led you guys all the way to the AFC Championship?
And that you decided, like Scott said, to rip our hearts out and send Tom to Tampa. Like, what was up with that? How did all that click this year?
Oh man, it was a couple years coming. You know, I felt like my first year in Tennessee, I came down there and I didn't know what to expect. You know, you think New England's it, you know, and I thought New England was the only place where I had dudes working hard. It was the only place where they had good guys. And I came to Tennessee, I came to that locker room and there was great guys and guys were working hard. We had Dick LeBeau, and I learned a lot from him. And he's a great coach. And then we got Dean Pease, and I was sad when Dick LeBeau left, retired. But then we had Dean Pease, and Dean Pease really opened my game where he had me playing a whole lot of roles, playing nickel, playing safety, playing corner, blitzing. He really made me a better blitzer, moving me onto the most dangerous matchup or the third down matchup, and kind of game planning a lot like the New England defenses. So he really opened me up, and I think we really, you know, learning his defense the first 8 games of year 2 for me. And then we really started to go on a roll there at the end, and I broke my leg. And that was like, you know, the first injury where I ever really missed a game in my career. Going back to high school, I was healthy for like 10, 12 straight seasons. You know, I didn't have to deal with anything like that. And I got my Mamba mentality. I started waking up early, you know me, Dev. And I started putting the work in, crazy hours, early, up early, going to bed late, and just putting the work in. And coming back, I knew I was going to have a great year. And most importantly, I knew our team was going to have a good year. And it didn't start off as so, you know, we 2-4, and we were at the crossroads, but the locker room came together. And I think Marcus, even the change there, I think Marcus accepted it so well and was like, all right, I'll do what's best for the team. He started killing us every single week. Like, he started ripping us in practice. I mean, Marcus Mariota was the practice quarterback, and he was destroying us. And it made us better. It made us better, and Ryan Tannehill made us better, and Derek started going. And defensively, we just we understood the defense. And I knew if I was healthy and the work I put in and understanding that defense and having Malcolm and Adoree and KB, I mean, we were pretty loaded in the back end. It allowed me to really free up and play free. And I didn't have to worry about, you know, like in New England, I had Devin behind me a lot of years, and I can go be aggressive because I knew I had Kevin Byard behind me. So those guys, the talent on the team freed me up, and I was able to play free. And, you know, the stats are the stats. I think that's all effort and having good players around you. And then going back to New England, I think our team was ready for that game. I think we believed we could win, and we were excited to be there. And we just, you know, we weren't afraid. We went in there and let it rip. And I had to catch the last one because I dropped the first one. And I knew it was over for me. My Twitter was buzzing when I dropped that first one, boy. So I was a dead man walking. I had to do something, and I just said, hey, man, you got to make it up. And, you know, I pride myself on my hands, too. So I knew, you know how I felt.
We know
having the best hands. I dropped the easiest pick of my life. But I was able to make it up, and it all worked out in the end. So it was a good year for sure.
Dwayne said he loves you. He loves Nashville. Thanks you for everything you did, Logan. Jim said, Jay, he misses seeing you in Tennessee. So y'all got a lot of fans that are very used to y'all losing, even though y'all won last year. Y'all lost a lot of games before that. But not that I want to hate on Tennessee. You guys are awesome. Well, how has it been? Obviously, you start your career in New England. That comes to an end. Free agency hits. You end up in Tennessee. You go 3 years in Tennessee. Free agency hits. Looks like you're probably not going back to Tennessee. How has this been different or the same to the first time going through free agency?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think it's been different. I think, you know, I never thought I was a guy that would play for 3-4 franchises. You know, you think – you know, I wanted to have the Devin McCourty career. I wanted to do everything well, play right, be rewarded, and just keep it moving. But you realize how rare that is, man. You're a special player. I mean, you're an all-pro corner that moves positions for the team and still had to fight for your right to get paid every time. I remember how those contract situations go. So it's just a business, man. Mm-hmm. It is a real business. And this time's a little different because, you know, kind of to get through it, Tennessee never really – offered me a contract. They never really talked extension, and we never really talked in free agency. They didn't really try to bring me back. And it was kind of the whole, we'll monitor the market, and you're probably going to get too much, and we probably can't afford because we got a lot of players on this team. And I understood it. I understood that completely. I'm like, yeah, we do have Derrick Henry deserves to get paid, and Ryan Tannehill deserves a contract somewhere, and we have like 20 free agents and Jack Conklin. So I understood all that for sure. And the way this free agency hit, with COVID and everything, kind of the marketplace. The money was hard to find in some areas after that first day, and the multi-year options I was looking at, I just didn't feel right for my family. It didn't feel right for me. I believe I wanted to take my time. And when I approached Tennessee with a one-year option, I said, hey, look, I'm willing to come back and work with the team with a one-year deal to earn the right for an extension, earn the right to go back to free agency next year. And I just want my salary what I made last year. I think anybody who plays really well in a contract year wants a raise. You play on a contract year, you're going to get paid, right? So I said, look, I'll come back for the same rate. I want to keep this thing going. And they weren't really interested in that. And that's when I kind of knew that, this is a business, and they're going to do what the marketplace says. They're going to do what's best in their opinion for the team. So that was kind of a little different. But I had to, take it and do what's best for my family as well. And, that's where we're at. But I had to think back of, me and Jay's story, how he even got to Tennessee.
Yeah. I remember that a year ago. I remember he's going through free agency. I remember there was a few teams that were interested, and it was coming down to like 2 or 3 teams. And I get on the phone with Lowell, and it was just like, man, tell me about it. And we're talking about it. It's like, man, I think I would love to come there, get a chance to play alongside you. Got a chance to play with Dev. I'm like, Lowell, man, to be honest with you, I would love that, but I have no idea how this thing's going to shake out. I'm like, they tell me they want me here, but I was like, I don't know. And then obviously the way it all went down, I ended up getting released about 10 days before the draft and all of that. So like you said, man, you
y'all are true professionals. Like, I think I was like meant to stay in New England, because like when Tennessee released J-Mac, I was ready. Like, I was about to go on the media like Tennessee. John Robinson did an 8-year bet, a guy who played over 100 games, waited till after. I'm like, Jay's like, nah, bro, it's cool, man. Like, I had 8 great years in Tennessee, and then you on here, same thing, like 3 great years. Organization that was kind of like middle of the road, some up, some down. Boom, y'all skyrocketed in 3 years. Y'all both true professionals. I got a ton of respect, because y'all know me. I get emotional sometimes.
No, but here's the thing about the Jay thing. So I was, like he said, I was coming down 3 teams, and same thing with New England. What are they going to say? Oh, well, go test free agency and we'll call you back. They didn't call back, So I kind of knew that. You expect that in New England, though. And I called Jay, and I said, look, man, I don't know nothing about no Nashville. I've never been to the South, New Jersey. I went to Rutgers. I played in Boston. I don't know nothing about the South. He's like, no, for real, look, like, you really love it for your family, and it's got good guys, a good locker room. Brentwood, come move here. Like, he told me everything. And I remember talking to John Robinson, and I said, I'll consider the Titans for sure. Is J-Mac going to be there? And he's like, yeah, we got you and J-Mac 1 and 2, and then we're going to draft a corner 1, 2, and 3. So I'm telling J-Mac, nah, they told me they're going to keep you, buddy. Nah, Jay, don't worry about it. They told me you're safe, man. I'm going to come in. I played with Dev, in college. I played with Dev for 4 years in the NFL. I'm going to play with Jay now. And we all trained together and all that. So I got my first time to play with him. And that was, it's not the only reason, but you want familiarity. And I was like, okay, that'll be good for the wives. That'll be good. And I come in there, and swear to God, I come in there and Jay's walking out with a trash bag. And that was the day I came to the Titans. And I ended up sitting in his old seat in the meeting room. I didn't even know. But that's the NFL, man. It's a dirty, dirty business. And I think they throw the word, business around this time of the year. But for the rest of the year, it's loyalty and it's winning its team. But around this time, say, hey, it's business. Yeah. And, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But I tried everything I could. I gave everything I could to the franchise. I believe I left it in a better place. I believe the fans understood that. My teammates understood that. And me being a great teammate and a great player is all that matters to me. And as long as my teammates understand, them guys completely understand. I was talking to Kevin Byer about the whole process. So, players got to be woke to, what these GMs and what this business can turn into when you're trying to get lucrative contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Jason and Jonathan on Facebook both said bring Logan back to New England. But I think that's interesting. I think because obviously what you said, New England's in a situation, same quarterback 20 years, and like everyone's like split, like it's a Pat's fault, it's Bill, it's Crab, it's Tom's fault. And it just shows, like you just said, it's a business. Like this is just the way things shake out. Sometimes the players don't want it that way. Like it doesn't matter. Like that's how things shake out. But we had another really good question. Jonathan said, Logan, if you could play for any team, who would it be? What's the next steps? You're such a talented player with a bright future ahead of you.
Man, I can't give any spoilers with any team. Who would it be? I can't answer that right now. We'll see. I'll say stay tuned. I mean, there's a lot of teams interested, but it's at the time right now where football seemed like it stopped for a little bit. You saw the draft where people are, GMs are drafting from their house. I mean, being a free agent, there's times where there's no business on Sunday, like at all. Like people are just with their families that day. Teams are, taking their time. I think people aren't enjoying this. So I can't tell you that. I feel like that would be a spoiler because who knows what's going to happen. But there's a lot of teams I'm looking at, a lot of teams I'm interested in. Man, I've been fortunate enough to be in 5 AFC championships and, 2 Super Bowls with, 2 different organizations. So I've had success, and I like to keep having it. So all those contenders, all those teams that are in good position, those are teams I'm definitely keeping my eye on. And even other teams, like I came to Tennessee, and New England fans are like, "Oh, you're never going to win again," and you're done. But welcome to that. And to be in a position to beat New England and to have go to the AFC Championship with this franchise first in how many years, 20 years or 18 years or whatever. It just shows you it's a team sport, man. It's like any sports movie. You just get enough guys that believe and do the right things at the right time. It could shake out.
No doubt about it. And like you said, with free agency and all of that, it's always a frenzy. But to be a Super Bowl champ, take us back to a little bit of your years in New England. Obviously, a lot of Patriots fans on here. What was it like so early in your career to be able to do the amount of winning and be able to get on the field, intercepting passes? I remember obviously being older than you, but always watching you guys game, getting a chance to see you out there making plays and to be able to get 2 championships early on in your career.
Man, I wouldn't trade those years for anything because, we're all watching The Last Dance. Traveling with the Patriots was like the Bulls. Like Tom Brady had like security. Gronk was like, girls flashing at practice for Gronk, 10,000 fans at practice. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this is the NFL. Like, this must be what it's like. But that's the Patriots, man. It's a show. And but you're all business on the inside. And I remember seeing Tom Brady come to work 5:30, 5 in the morning, Edelman, just as early, and playing my rookie year in the secondary with Dev, Talib, Steve Gregory. It's the smartest secondary I ever played in. You know what I'm saying? It was simple. Just you communicate, and that's the type of player I am. You prepare. And I was getting picks left and right my rookie year. I had, because I came into a smart group of guys. I got a lot of targets playing across from Talib, of course. So I was getting a lot of targets. And then, I had what I felt like was a pretty good rookie year. And then second year, they bring in Revis and Browner. Okay, good rookie year. Bringing 2 guys going to start over you. And then, by the way, Kyle Arrington's the highest paid slot cornerback, so go compete with him. You know what I'm saying? You have Fonzo Denard. So I'm like, I got to go get it. There's no backing down. And Dev knows my story. There's, ups and downs and all that stuff. And I had to go get it. Backs against the wall. Then a guy like Malcolm Butler comes, and we win a Super Bowl. He was a 6th corner on our depth chart. We win a Super Bowl. And just total team effort. I just did my job. Just did whatever the team asked me, played multiple roles. And then my 3rd year, I got a chance to start along with Malcolm and kind of make my name a little bit. And in my 4th year, I felt like I really contributed in that Super Bowl. I felt like I had a really good playoffs. And I felt like I was a huge reason for winning that one. The big comeback, of course, but we played great defensively. And then so I learned so much. I played across from Revis and Talib. So nobody's getting more targets in the league. And there's no 2 better corners to learn from who are different as well. So different, but they're both dominant. And I think 2 Hall of Famers. So to be able to play with them and play with Dev and have my best friends along with Hall of Famers in the secondary, man, you can't trade that for anything.
No doubt about it.
I would say for me personally, 2013, Logan do come in. And like Logan said, in 2012, I had moved to safety. Then some guys got hurt. I moved back to corner the last 2 regular season games, then back to safety for the playoffs. And then 13, I was just at safety. And I remember in the offseason, we working out, And Logan do come in there, especially this guy, Lo. He always talking trash. And he in there, he like, damn, Dev, they said you worked hard, bro. Like, you're not working hard right now. Till this day, bro, those two dudes inspire me so much. Because as you get older, especially in New England, like stuff stays stagnant. Like we went to AFC Championship, Super Bowl, and it was like, dang, like, all right, well, this stuff just happens. Maybe we'll get over the hump. And these two came in and just pushed me. Like I'm trying to compete with them. These jokers after their rookie year took like a week off and got straight to working out. And I remember I told him, I was like, I bet this be the last time y'all
that was a little soon. I don't realize how long them seasons are. That was a little soon. I was burnt out by training camp. I just had to find a second win. That was a little soon. We were messing with the strength coaches too early, man. They had us squatting 500 pounds a week after.
Hey, I'm gonna see if we're gonna do this in April. Hey, let's put this program together for 4 weeks. But
here's the crazy thing, Dev. You know, me and Dude, like, seeing your process, you and Jay, man, we looked up to y'all so much. We finessed the Patriots because I called Dev after I saw his pro day. Me and Dude were doing the pro day workout in the weight room like 2 a day. So, you know me, I'm a worker. So after we would lift in the summer, we would go back to the weight room 6, 7 at night. We would do the pro day workout all year. So we were doing them drills all year. The Patriots held like a private workout for all the Rutgers guys. They worked out like 15 players. Yeah, they took like 7 of us, but they had a private workout. I called Dev, and I'm like, yo, what drills y'all doing y'all warm-up? So I knew the Patriots warm-up drills. So me and Dude were practicing these drills all week. And so when Bill comes, I'm like shirt off, 8-pack, catching the ball one hand, sprinting back. I'm in great shape. I know all the drills. Like, oh, yeah, I know that drill. You ever do it before? No, I never did it. Do the drill, my eyes closed. You know, I was just working straight off what Dev would tell me. Oh, Dev, what's it like? What's this? What's that? What do they like to see? And me and Dude both get drafted in the 3rd round, and we go up there, and the rest is history. But we were working those drills for a year, man, and it paid off. And coming out of Rutgers, man, it's not easy, as you know. But we ended up leading the NFL and teams, or most players from a team drafted. We had 7 Rutgers guys drafted that year. So we really put a lot of work in with that team. I argue it's the best Rutgers team of all time, defense of all time. We didn't have Ray Rice carrying the load.
Rutgers people in here to set the record straight.
We didn't have Ray Rice to carry us, but our defense was definitely top 5 nationally. And I left as an All-American, so I was doing my thing too. And but nah, man, you really told us all the little cheats to how to become a Patriot, because we were doing those things nonstop. And when Bill saw it, he must have been impressed, because he took about half of us from that workout.
Jay, you can tell.
Hold on, just to remind everybody, get that fan credit app. Go on there, get in line, get your chance to go backstage and get a chance to ask us a question. But continue, Dev. I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
You could tell, like how Logan said, he doing all the workouts. That's why him and Jules used to go at it and practice. Because like if Tom signals something once, Low come back to the huddle like, hey, this is what that means, bro. If y'all see me throw my hands up like this or something, this is coming. So like they would go at it and just like, you're cheating. Lowe just sit there, and Lowe talked the most trash. What was it, 2015? We were playing against the Houston Texans. I think it's Sunday Night Football. Lowe's match on DeAndre Hopkins over the top. So Hop got like maybe 8 or 9 targets by this point, maybe a catch or 2. Like we doubling the hell out of this dude. Like we just all over him. Bro, they throw a deep 9 route out of bounds. He goes to Lowe, man, y'all double team me. Lowe said, bro, everybody on national TV think I'm locking you up one-on-one, though.
It don't matter. That's my Twitter followers going to go up, though. You're going to have 1 catch. Yeah, man. And I don't know if y'all saw, I just came out with something last week called Lock In with Logan. I just broke down a mic'd up thing. I got all, you get all these mic'd up content. We have all these plays that we remember. And I'm one of them guys, I remember every play from every game. And I remember that Hopkins game. I remember him, like you said, catching the ball out of bounds, and I'm telling him, man, you ain't getting nothing today. He's like, man, you got me doubled. I said, so nobody knows that. And, like, there's stuff like that going on in the game. And there's so much behind-the-scenes stuff about how you feel plays and what you know. Like, I would tell Dev for years, like, if Hopkins has his left foot up and his hands balled up in a fist, he's getting the ball, I'm going to wave to you like this, and I'm going to give you this signal if I feel this route. And Dev was like, man, if you just don't let me play and stop trying to tell me every play, I said, bro, if I tell you every play will be right half the time, we won't make more plays that way. But I'm a guy that tries to know every play before the play. So I'm breaking this stuff down to some of the fans, and they love this so far. So I'm going to come out with another one this week, probably this Friday. And I'm looking through some of my old mic'd up stuff. I don't even realize how much trash I talk on the field, man. It's just a whole different person comes out. But it's stories like that we have for days where we're in big games like that. And I didn't realize, like, other teams, like, you look at the schedule, like, oh, I got 1 primetime game. I got 2 primetime games. New England, it's like 6 guaranteed plus 3 flex. You're playing Monday night, Sunday night, and they're big games. And you're just chilling. I was going to TGI Fridays before the game. Like, I didn't even realize it was a big game, you know? But we're out there. You're so prepared. You're so locked in. You're just getting ready to make the plays.
It might take us off prime time now that Tom went to Tampa.
Oh, yeah. I probably got 1 or 2 now. Yeah, welcome to the real world, man.
It's going to get reduced. And so
everybody expect Locked Up with Lo. You're going to be doing that on Fridays on your Instagram?
Yeah, man. We'll see how much content I have to make it a show. But I released one last Friday. It went pretty well. It was just literally just messing around. So this
that was the Ravens game, right?
What did you say?
That was the Ravens game, right?
Yeah, the Ravens game. So this next one's going to be the Colts this past year, and it's Jacoby at quarterback. So there's a lot of trash talking. I mean, I'm talking crazy. But I got to make sure I tell the fans, look, I know him. You know, I practiced against him for years. So this might sound like I'm talking that crazy to somebody, but I actually know him. So it's in good spirit. But, yeah, this one's a lot more heated. So I got a couple more on deck, but it's probably going to be out this Friday sometime on my IG, my Twitter. It's called Lock In with Logan. I'm going to be breaking down some plays and some trash talk and how I approach the game. I'm a big preparation guy. I learned that from Dev. I learned it from Rutgers. I learned it from Bill Belichick. I watch so much film. I don't think people believe how much film we watch. And I think people just think we just practice 2 hours a day and that's all we do. But we watch so much film to know what to expect at DB because you got to be prepared.
Yo, you know what you got to do? Lock Up with Lo. You got to announce where you're going. Free agency. That's what you got to do. You pick whatever Friday you coming out with. You got to make sure you don't tell a team until you can announce it first. Don't let them tell Ian Rappaport or Schefter your news. You break your own news.
Oh yeah, I try to break all my news. Sometimes you guys be breaking it before I can even break it. They be tweeting out the Ravens signed a contract.
They got ends.
And if all else fails, man, no, you always come on double coverage.
I can break it on double coverage, man. Y'all cut me in a couple of sponsorship dollars. I can break it on double coverage. I know how it works, man. You got a good agency. I know how y'all work.
Well, on in, bro. I try to get a referral rate.
Good referral rate.
There we go. Hey, man. Well, we appreciate you, man, on Mother's Day, coming, taking the time out to come kick it with us, man. We want to let you go prepare, do whatever you got to do to get ready to watch The Last Dance and enjoy the family, man.
Hey, man. Mama Mac, happy Mother's Day. Y'all wives, happy Mother's Day. And I'm going to kick it with my wifey. Appreciate y'all having me, man. It's a lot of fun. Whenever y'all need me, coronavirus, quarantine, I should be free. My schedule's pretty clear right now. I got no team, nothing. So I'm just staying in shape, being insane, and I'll keep y'all posted.
Yeah, man, just text some teams and ask if you can just jump in on their virtual meetings, man. Will Farrell did it.
The virtual meetings? Nah, I'm straight. I just need an iPad, man. I miss the iPad. I miss watching the players, but yeah, the defense man, nowadays, this is what, year 8? I can learn that pretty quick.
Oh, you're gonna be
learning LeBeau's defense was like Chinese. That was a whole different.
All them double, man.
LeBeau's defense was like Chinese. I thought I was smart till I saw that defense. No, I had to study this one, make flashcards.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, all this stuff, the Queen's Ace, all that stuff. I was like, man, this should not be this hard. But nah, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man.
All right, man. Good luck with free agency and everything, man. We'll be talking to you.
All right, man. Peace out.
Stay out of the AFC East unless you come to New England.
Oh, man. Y'all were teammates for how long in New England?
4 years. And then his freshman year, he sat right by me. Logan was a 4-star recruit coming out of South Jersey. Sat right by me. I tried to tell him everything I had learned through my years at Rutgers and tried to pass it on to him because I knew he was a future there. And I think what's cool is he was younger than us and he went above us. Like he said, finish off. He took it to the next level, and that's what you're supposed to do.
It was so much fun watching him and Duran and those guys, Rowe and B. Jones, all of those guys, Coop, after we left to just, like you said, come in and literally just take off. And they did take the program to new heights. if they could have won that Big East outright and not a share, would have been a lot better. But man,
Bridgewater beat him with a broken wrist and a high ankle sprain.
yeah, it's gonna be fun to see where Logan ends up though. Had one hell of a year last year. Has been amazing his entire career, and especially these past 3 years in Tennessee. I mean, he is absolutely balled. So we're gonna be excited to see where he ends up, man.
You didn't tell me how good everything looks, man. I got a new computer.
I missed it earlier. You got a compliment about your setup. People, I guess, are happy that you don't have the chandelier poking out of your head anymore. So that was a major upgrade.
I was on Instagram Live, and they said it kind of looked like euphoric. Like I looked like I was like this other type of being almost.
We don't need that, man. We got Howie from Nyack coming up next on the fan.
My man, Howie on the fan line.
Sound like it. You got to wait till the picture come up to know for sure. You think it. All right. Yeah, okay.
I told you.
What's up, Howie? How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm in the quarantine time here.
I see.
No doubt.
I just want to holler at y'all, man, saying how much I appreciate y'all, and I'm so grateful for everything you guys are doing, man. A lot of people are talking about it here in town, and I miss you guys, man. I don't know if the camp's going to happen this year.
Yeah. For you guys that don't know, Howie's one of the dedicated volunteers.
Oh, man.
Show up at camp each year, ready to do anything. We don't know. We got to wait and see.
Okay.
It's going to work out we'll try to push it back as far as possible to get it going, but we don't know.
All right. Thanks for having me. I talked to your mom today.
Yeah.
I want to wish, your wives happy Mother's Day.
Appreciate it.
And I hope to see you guys real soon, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I appreciate. I was trying to get on this thing, like technology. I ain't with it. Buttons.
We appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you too, man.
You're better than Larry. We still waiting to get him on.
Yeah, and I hope we'll have a season in September, hopefully, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Plan.
All right. All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I want to take up too much of your time, though.
All right. Well, glad you. What Howie was speaking of, our Chromebook for kids back in our hometown. Me and Dev purchased $90,000 worth of devices and Wi-Fi for kids in East Ramapo School District and Nye School Districts. And for anybody else that's interested in giving, there's a big need there. All you got to do is go on McCourtyTwins.com, learn all about what we're doing. There's an opportunity to give. We're trying to do some things, obviously, through Corona to be able to help out other people. We're in a position where we've been blessed, and we feel like it's only right to pass those blessings on. So definitely looking forward to that.
It's funny. Y'all clowned me when my kids came on, but somebody earlier in the Facebook comments was like, that makes it authentic. They were feeling young Lo and young Bray, except for when Lo swung her unicorn, she hit my man in the head. That's when things got real ugly. He's back on his feet. He's yelling at me, good night.
We got coming up next, Shrey Yen. I believe I said that right, Shrey Yen.
You always say you believe you said it right. I believe you said it wrong.
Nah, man, have some faith, man.
Yeah, she probably
have a little faith. We'll see. Did I say it right?
You say your name right?
Yeah, you said my name right. Hey guys.
There we go.
Oh,
How you
what's
doing?
up?
Hey man. One question. Right before you guys won the, like during the AFC Championship game during Kansas City, everybody was like doubting us and all that. How did it feel when Rex Burkhead ran in during that overtime touchdown?
I'll go first because it was my first ever opportunity to go to the Super Bowl, and I'll take you back to the March where I joined the team and I got traded there, and everybody would come up to me like, all right, man, now it's your chance to win the Super Bowl or make it to the Super Bowl. And like being a player in the NFL, you realize even though New England's gone a lot, how hard it is to get to the Super Bowl. So obviously I was joining that team and I was hoping that I was going to go there and do everything I possibly can to do as much winning, but you don't think for sure you're going. So that moment he crossed that line and the realization that like I'm actually going to the Super Bowl. And for anybody that saw like the footage surrounding that, like that was just raw emotion for me. Me and Dev hugging in the field and him telling me you're going to the Super Bowl. Me being in the locker room talking about getting my opportunity to go on my own accord opposed to Dev reserving me a room, getting me a ticket to the game and all of that. I was actually getting my own opportunity. So it was literally for me 10 years in the making of my NFL career, a lot of losing seasons and working my butt off. So definitely a dream come true from a professional standpoint.
Yeah, for me, that was the 5th time I won it, but that was special because every other time we won it at home where they bring out the stage, and they do all of that. And we went in Kansas City, and everybody's on the field, and everyone's like, back to the locker room. Back. And like we got that locker room, and it was just us. It was a group of men who all believed that we would win. Like that's how we all went there. And there was a couple wives and some loyal fans that traveled to Kansas City there. We got to see some of them after the game. But that core group of people that was in that locker room all came there with one goal, and we got it done. So it was an amazing feeling to just be like a small group and just a swamp of Kansas City fans. That's one thing I'll say. You go to Kansas City, the away fans are very limited. Like Kansas City plays no games. I have a lot of respect for their fans and the energy they bring.
My sister has one question. My sister.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a camera.
Oh yeah. So, how do you feel about being on the Patriots?
Oh, being on the Patriots is awesome, man. We get to live out a dream we had probably when we were your age of playing in the NFL, and to be on the Patriots together, to have won a Super Bowl. We posted a picture earlier today for Mother's Day where our mom actually came to the ring ceremony with us. It was just an amazing feeling, and we can't wait to try to go out there and win more games next year and try to have another good season.
Definitely.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, man. Louise Parker from Facebook, appreciate the donation. We used to go over her house. Her son, Jared, we're same age. A lot of kids nowadays don't know, but you would go up and outside of any of those houses, you would just see like 4 or 5 bikes on the floor because we were all upstairs playing PlayStation. They'd be right in the grass, out of the walkway, never leaving in the walkway. But we were all up there playing Sega or PlayStation. So we appreciate you showing us the example in the way.
Definitely. We got by far the best guest that we've had on Double Coverage. Marcus is coming up next. He's backstage. We're going to get Marcus back on this week. He brought a ton of energy last week, so he has already set the standard. There we go.
Okay. The reason I'm doing this is just I'm so honored that you were saying so much about me. I mean, because
bro, you like the third co-host, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is what I'm wearing.
I see you.
We see you. That's my favorite one.
That one all the time. Did you know when the Patriots won the Super Bowl 53, I went to Switzerland.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was a great trip in the Super Bowl 53 and back to the championship game against the Chiefs. That's my favorite of all of the AFC championship games the Patriots won. That's my favorite.
Me too. You know that.
Yeah. And a question, the level of trust with Jerry Stidham.
You said, go ahead.
The level of trust. I have a tremendous amount of trust in him. I think what people, obviously you get Tom Brady, you get spoiled, but trust is built by just knowing the guy next to him, he's working his butt off to get to the level that he needs to be to play. And that trust is built in practice. That trust is built over repetition, over days, weeks, months of just going at it. And Stiddy showed that last year. Obviously, he didn't get to play a lot, but just the work ethic. I think playing that quarterback position is hard because everyone's watching you, everything you do on the field, off the field. But Stiddy's he's a real good dude. It's the same way with B. Hoy, and we'll learn those new rookies too.
You see this right here? I got Brady, Gronk, signed the Tim Wright.
Tim Wright, Rutgers guy. I see the 8-1, Tim Wright.
Yes, I did. This is back during my years at Brookdale. So
Okay. I was back in like 2014.
so I just want to throw that to you guys, and
Yeah.
and also my DVDs
Gotta have the games. Glory.
all time.
Hey, we definitely appreciate you, Marcus, man. We appreciate your love and support, man.
Yeah. Oh, my
We see.
ring necklace.
Hey man, we're gonna see you back here next week.
To you guys. You
We're
guys
gonna-
are awesome. Give me
Yes,
the
sir.
Appreciate you too, man.
that you always make me laugh. Like when you say, "Here we go." oh, my favorite of game math locker room. Where's my T-shirt? I always laugh so hard. That's my favorite. I love you guys. And I love this. You should be a comedy show. Doing live for people during this time, and I love this.
We appreciate it. We're gonna see you back here next week.
You know it. I'm
There
always
we go,
telling
man. Hey, I appreciate you, Marcus, man. Hey, I love his energy, man. You can't beat it. Shelly on Facebook says, how do you respond to a lot of people doubting Stidham and saying that we're going to tank our season? I got faith that the kid is going to prove himself this year. I know for me, I don't ever worry about things like that. Even if I see it, I think my concern as a player and one of the older guys and a leader on the team is just keeping people focused on what we have to do. Right now, our focus is staying in shape right now, working out, treating our bodies the right way to prepare us for an upcoming season. And then mentally, it's through the virtual meetings, getting a chance to know our teammates. That's what our focus is. Whatever somebody paints for our future or our season, we can't control any of that. Our only focus is getting better each and every day so that when it comes time to take the field, we're ready to go.
Yeah, exactly, man. Control what you can control.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We got Dylan coming up on the fan line next. So.
And Stiddy's nickname, great nickname. I thought we got a good question too. Can you imagine playing without fans?
Hello?
Hey,
Hi,
good
so
luck.
I'm Dylan's wife. He was such a good husband to run and get food for me and said, I'm never going to get on the McCourty show. And I said, babe, if I get on, what's the question you want me to ask? And he goes, I got 2 questions. So I'm like, okay. And of course, I see that it comes on. I'm like, holy crap. So I'm recording it. But I remember the 2 questions. The first question is, what's your favorite episode of The Office?
Oh, favorite episode. I'm gonna go with the fire episode where Dwight is in there and he's just tripping and nobody paid attention to the protocols and it's just straight chaos. So that's definitely I'm gonna go with that as my favorite one.
Mine's got to be the basketball because I mean you got Michael Jordan and Michael Scott, the 2 biggest names in basketball ever. So that's definitely my favorite episode.
This is so wild. And then the second question was, what has been the best defensive play? Oh, he just came in. He's right here. He's literally right here.
Oh my God.
What's up, Dylan? We was just talking to Dylan's wife. We didn't get her name because she just said I'm Dylan's wife. But
No, literally, Mama, we made it.
I asked the office question. You have to ask your second question.
I forgot it. Okay. What was your favorite defensive play that you each were a part of separately, not like together?
yeah. I'm not gonna go to the Super Bowl one. Let me think of something different. Dev, you got one?
Mine would probably be. That's a good question. I don't want to go with the obvious. I had a good play that wasn't on purpose. We played Miami in 2013, maybe. And I go to try to make an interception on the sideline, and I'm gonna land like 5 feet out of bounds, and I just clean drop the ball, but it just taps right back into my guy, Cole. Keys catches it, tiptoes the sideline, intercepts it. We get to the sideline. I'm like, bro, whoever asked us, we did it on purpose. So it seemed like a great play, but I just dropped the ball. So that was one of my favorite plays. Especially because like he was a guy in my wedding, like we was really close, and that was like one of our unique plays throughout my career.
I'm gonna go with last year. We're playing Buffalo in Buffalo, and we have a cornerback blitz on, and they happen to run a double pass. And as I'm blitzing, the running back runs past me, And for some reason, I couldn't even explain it. I decided to abort the blitz, and I'm able to turn around and track him down and break up the pass. And it ended up to be a big play because it could have been a touchdown. But the play didn't actually get recognized because Kyle Van Noy decided to rough the quarterback. So I gave him a hard time about that. But that was a play that just was like one of those plays where it wasn't supposed to happen. So I'll go with that one.
I told you that because Bill loved them the next day. Like, this is a great play. I don't know why you did it, but it's great. So
I did it.
That's why he loves that play.
Get out of here.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I'll have to watch later on the YouTube version to find out the answer to the office question. But so awesome to be with
Thank
you
you
guys.
guys so much.
No problem, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Enjoy your meal, too.
Thank you.
Can't beat that, man. You got
the countdown is on.
It is. Do a workout video like Jules. I can't imagine me trying to do a workout video and not have like my 3 kids just like destroying it. I don't.
And Jules is like, that's his thing though. He probably takes his shirt off or he wears a super tight shirt.
Hold on. I just got a text popped up on the computer from our guy Jack Easterby. Said he watches every week. So I had to shout that out. Our guy Jack Easterby, man.
Helped us a lot with our spiritual life, chasing God. Great man that we got to be around in Houston now, so we don't really get to talk as much.
He's behind enemy lines now.
Yeah. But like I was saying, Jules probably in there, tight shirt, tight shorts, like thing. Probably got his hair combed to the side, full makeup team in the back. I know he's gonna probably text me or something and talk about me.
Matthew asked on the chat, what game are you looking forward to this season?
Oh yeah, somebody asked too, how do we feel about playing Jimmy in New England?
Oh, I did.
I'm looking forward to week 1, man. Playing
that too.
Miami. Kyle Van Noy is a good friend. I'm also looking forward to playing Detroit in the preseason. However the preseason shakes out, I kind of wish we had to joint practices with Duran and Jamie. But it's a lot of games with former Pats players that you look forward to all of them. Like playing against Jimmy, just like practice, talking trash to him, joking with him. All of those games are fun and exciting. Chan's coming back. I was doing an Instagram live with Courtney Fallon, who I met when I was a rookie, who did a piece on something I was doing off the field. And I still keep in contact. And Chan jumped in the IG live, and we was going back and forth. He wants sushi at Skipjack's the night before we play. So I'm going to tell Pete over at Skipjack's, no way, don't send it.
My guy Matt says on J-Mac, that's weak. You made better plays in Nashville. I will give you a Nashville play, though. My first year starting, this is my second year we played the Raiders, and they run a throwback screen to the quarterback. And somehow it was similar like the play Bentley made, Dev, this year versus Washington, where literally I was the only guy on that side of the field. And somehow I'm able to get past the lineman to be able to make the tackle on the quarterback, which for sure would have been a walk-in touchdown. I don't like to choose like interceptions and obvious plays, but that was a play that kind of was like behind the scenes. Corey asked J-Mac and Alvern were my favorite tight end defensive duo. Man, I appreciate that, man. I still talk to my guy, Burner Werner. He's doing good out in Cali. A ton of kids, all boys. So Vern's doing really good, man. Dev, you got 2 minutes, man. We're not gonna be able to get to the fan line. You gonna wrap up Mother's Day? What you got for us?
I'm trying to make sure I download. My daughter messed up all my good stuff over here.
Well, that's the reason why we don't want your kids in the room when we're trying to record an episode.
All my good stuff, bro. I'll be having, when stuff comes to me, I write it down. I look like I'm really smart right now. There it is. Like I got all these like great notes written down.
Yeah, because your office looks like you set it up, like your wife came in there and did a little feng shui and all of that. So you actually look like you got something going.
This is something we talked about a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't bring it on here. We talked about being a vessel.
I like it.
Everyone has different beliefs. Everyone does different things, but whatever it is you believe in, for us, we are men of God, and we are a vessel to take that word, pass it on. Don't feel ashamed of who you are. The message of what you believe in is stronger than who you are. It's bigger than who you are. So don't be ashamed to be that vessel. go out there this week, be a vessel. You're leaving off Mother's Day where maybe you didn't have a good day, maybe you had a great day, maybe you have thoughts of a mother that you lost, whatever it is, anything great that you've learned from a mother figure, be a vessel, pass that on, and enjoy the last dance, baby.
Yes, sir. Dev says it best every week, man. Be a blessing. Don't let the blessing stop with you. Let those blessings flow straight through you on to the next person. So we appreciate you guys.
Mama, we made it.
There we go, man. Hey, y'all have a good night. Once again, happy Mother's Day to the moms, aunts, cousins, grandmas, auntie and them, and all of them people, man. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your Sunday night, and we'll see you back here next week.
Mommy, I'm about to bring you gifts now.